Hi Twin Flames, hi light workers, Lisha and Andy here. How are y'all doing? We are back on this celebrity twin flame, non-celebrity twin flame, high status connection, signs and synchronicities. And we are really delving deep into this topic. I hope you guys are enjoying this. And if you are, I'd like for you to do me a favor and give this video a like or a thumbs up so that I can know that you guys are enjoying it. And also, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Okay, I hope you guys are doing well. This is a new week. This is Monday, the 22nd of May. And so we're doing a lot we're doing a lot here. We're doing a lot of conversing here. And I like to call this my vlog versation with you guys. We're talking about the different signs and synchronicities. And this also happens to be a video that talks about the stages pretty much of the twin flame journey, as what I'm really learning here on my own as I go is that we are actually talking about the twin flame stages, okay? And so including the signs and synchronicities, but it's all tying together, and I hope you guys are starting to see that in each video that I've gone through 5 different things that you've witnessed on this journey. Whether you're a celebrity in a celebrity twin flame connection, or if you're just in a typical twin flame connection, and there's a lot of overlap. And so I just want you guys to be aware that Spirit is showing me these things for a reason, so that I can bring more of a connection to all of the twin flames in this collective, as well as be able to show you, if you're in a different type of connection, that it's okay to have experiences where you're not actually going through everything per se exactly like a typical twin flame connection, but you can identify the things in your own connection that show you that you're in a twin flame connection. Okay, so this is a lot of this journey is about intuition. A lot of this journey is about spiritual insight, gaining that knowledge on your own. And that's always why I tell you guys, you have to really be able to go and do the research on your own. The more you're able to do the research on your own, through watching videos on YouTube, through, going to Google. If you see something and you don't understand what it is that you're getting signs about, you can always Google it and find what resonates with you. Find whatever description resonates with you and allows you to feel more at peace with what you're going through on your journey, okay? That's what basically intuition and resonation is about. It's about learning how to feel things out for yourself. It's like you have your feelers out like an ant, and you just have to learn how to gather that information. You have to learn how to gather it and to go and research it, so that you know and feel most comfortable with what it is that you're learning on this journey, okay? The lessons that are on this journey are all for your growth, for your own personal growth and healing. So whatever you come across, whatever you run into on this journey, there's no right or wrong as to how you handle it, but there is just a process where you have to learn what works for you, okay? And the quicker you figure that out, the quicker you're going to head into your union. Because if you're not going through the process of finding out what's going on in your own journey, and doing the things that you need to do, which is considered your inner work, and that means healing inner childhood wounds, going through and finding out what it is that you that's frustrating you in your life. If you get triggered by something, and learning how to heal that, so you don't get easily triggered by things, in the future, because these are going to come back. These things that you're getting triggered by are going to come back until you learn the lesson that is associated with it. And then you can move forward, okay? Because the whole point of this journey is to make you more at ease and not more full of dis-ease, okay? So you're needing to learn how to become more at ease with yourself, the true self. And the true self is revealed to you the more you go within, meditate, you talk to your angels, you talk to Father, Mama, you start learning how to really open up your heart to the truths that are in there. And there's so much within you that you don't even know you have access to. And this is the beautiful discovery of this journey. I talked about in the last video, becoming. We're becoming our true self on this journey. And the process is such a beautiful process. You should never feel as though, it's just too tough or too hard for you, because honestly speaking, the deeper you go into this journey, it's supposed to get easier, okay? Believe it or not. The first few years is really the roughest, and I keep saying this because you're not really knowing. And the fact that you start to learn means that you're starting to know, and you're starting to learn and become who you're meant to become through the knowing. Okay, so you're gathering more information just like the ants, and you're starting to know what works for you on this journey and who you are. So yeah, you're becoming your truest self through the process of learning, through the process of figuring things out, okay, through trial and error. Okay, so we're tying this all in. All right, so we're going to go back into number 5, because I feel like there's still parts of the spiritual awakening and Kundalini activation that I wanted to share with you guys. And so we talked about the first 4 signs or stages in the journey, and they're very profound. So please go back and watch the videos. And I've actually put all of these videos in the Celebrity Twin Flame, High Status Twin Flame Connection playlist. So once again, if you guys haven't been familiar with this channel, maybe you're finding this video for the first time and this channel for the first time, everything that I use is put into a playlist as far as when I make these videos, so that you can have better access to all of the videos in a more organized fashion. Okay, so you go to the playlist, and if you feel like you've missed some things from the previous videos that have been associated with the Celebrity Twin Flame videos, then you're going to go to the playlist that says Celebrity Twin Flame, and you're going to click on that, and you'll see all of the videos there that I've recorded and put on for you guys, so you can have them all in one place. Okay, and then if you want to look at the other playlists, they're all going to have a title for you. If you resonate with that title, click on the title, and it'll show all the videos that are associated with that, either song or topic or subject that I've been making the playlist for. Okay, so it's a way for you to heal on this journey. Every playlist is a way to help you heal. Every playlist has a subject that might pertain to you at whatever stage you are in on this journey, that might help you on your healing process. And that's my whole goal for Twin Flame Musical Therapy, is to be able to use music and also my songs that I've written, as well as different modalities of healing on this journey. Okay, and so I hope you guys are getting a lot out of it. And if you do end up liking the videos that you watch, please give them a like and make a comment and let me know how they've helped you. Okay, all right. So yes, getting back into the Kundalini activation. I talked about that in the last video, and so I'm just going to briefly describe it again. As the Kundalini is actually an energetic awakening that you have in your body, in your energy body. Okay, so your energy body starts to become more aware of the connection that you have with your twin flame, and you start to really feel their presence with you. Okay, you basically feel as though they're actually inside of you, your twin flame. You start really feeling that, because you're not only feeling your own emotions and your own energy, but you start to feel theirs as well. Okay, and so that energy that is at the base of your spine and that rises up through your different chakras. And I want you guys to go check out the chakra cleansing playlist if you haven't already, because it's a great playlist for you guys to learn what your chakras are and how they work and help you on this journey, and how you need to heal them on this journey. Okay, so the Kundalini will rise up through each chakra, giving you energy and spinning those chakras in the direction that it's supposed to go in, based on the interaction that you've had with your twin flame. Okay, so your twin flame has actually helped you to raise your awareness to this spiritual awakening that you're having, which then activates your Kundalini as you're doing your meditation. Okay, so it's all about when you're alone and when you're in your quiet time and you're doing your meditation, you start to feel things shifting in your energy body. You start to feel your oneness with your twin flame, but you also start to feel the heat that comes from them activating your Kundalini. And so it rises up from the base of your spine, it goes all the way up to your crown and out. And it actually will be something that you expand into the universe, whatever energies that you're being able to awaken in your kundalini, and you're able to really see the difference in your amount of energy that you have, as well as how much of the flow that you have, as far as whatever is going through your chakras, the flow of the chakras starts to line up. And so you're not only doing this for yourself, but once again, you're doing this for your twin flame, because even though they may not be awakened to this journey yet, your kundalini activation is still causing them to have an energetic shift. And so wherever they are on their stage of this journey, they're going to feel it. Okay, so they're going to feel that there's something going on in their energy body as well. They may not actually know all the details about it, because like I said, you're the awakened twin, you're the one doing the research, you're the one who's the divine feminine. If you're doing the research, if you are the one that's first awakened on this journey, more than likely you're the divine feminine. And again, this is not depending on sex. You can be a man or a woman as a divine feminine. It just depends on your energy and where you are on your journey. If you're awakened on this journey, then you are pretty much the divine feminine, and you're taking the lead in terms of knowing how to spiritually become aware of who you are, so that you can ascend. And then you also allow your twin flame to ascend with you. The higher up you go, the more they have to follow. Okay, so a lot of people, I feel like they don't really get that on this journey. They just think that that they're doing one thing here and the twin's doing something else over there. No, the more you are doing the work on this journey, your twin has to naturally follow, because you're one. Okay, and so it's like you're just pulling them up with you. You're ascending, but they're also ascending with you, and eventually they're going to wake up to the journey. Eventually they're going to wake up to their true self. Okay, but they do have a higher self and a true self that is with you already in the 5D. And this is the one that you're communicating with on a daily basis. This is the one that you're feeling. This is the one that's guiding you and telling you things. This is their higher self, is also convening with your higher self in the 5D. They just aren't aware of it yet. Now you are aware and they are not. Okay, so just realize that, because I do think there's a lot of misconceptions in this twin flame community about what happens and how it happens on this journey. So I'm trying to help clear some of that up so you guys can have a clear understanding. And like I said, the people who are going to find this channel and find these videos are the ones that are going to be very well versed on this journey, as far as intellectually knowing how this journey works, and also very strong warriors, because you guys are going to be warriors of the light in terms of really like the forefront. You guys are frontline warriors on this journey. I do believe that, because I just feel it in my soul that we're all here to help bring more light and love into this world. Yes, but there are certain groups of twin flames I feel that are going to be more keen on how they're going to be able to use their light more effectively and their love more effectively to help heal the planet. And I feel like you guys have a really important mission when it comes to healing, the planet, because, so many people get really sidetracked on this journey. They start losing touch, losing sight of what it is they're here to do. They get involved with a lot of the details about, this and that and the other, and they really lose sight as to what it is they're here to do. And you're really here to love. That's what you're here to do, is to love unconditionally. And so, once you figure that out, you're starting with you, because you're loving yourself first. Okay, and the more you love yourself, the more you're able to love your twin, the more you're able to heal the planet. Okay, because you're going to naturally be drawn to your mission the more you love yourself, because it all falls into place one after the other. You start raising your vibration, loving yourself, your mission comes, you start being able to talk to your angels and spirit guides, you start learning who to trust on this journey. All of this stuff falls into place as you start to ascend and raise your vibration and love yourself and heal. Okay, so the reason I say you guys are in the front lines is because a lot of you guys are really here to heal. And if you're healing, you're doing the work. Okay, if you believe that you are in need of healing, first of all, then you're in the right place. And if you feel as though a lot of other platforms, or maybe other venues or whatever it is that you're going through or going to have not been giving you that healing, then you're in the right place, because I'm going to help you get there. I'm going to give you the healing that you need through the videos that I'm making for you guys, that are coming directly from source, and allowing you guys to be able to see what it is that you need to heal on your journey. And that's why I've created those playlists for you guys, okay? So getting back to number 5, I wanted to set it up that way because also when you're on this journey, I talked about the dark night of the soul. I talked about your, all the other stages, which you guys can go back and look at that. But there are going to be tower moments that you're going to experience, okay? The tower moments are going to be there to shake you up and to make you rethink where you are on this journey. And they're going to be like almost like mini dark nights of the soul, because I really feel like dark night of the soul is just one big thing that happens to you, one major, thing that happens after having several things leading up to it. I feel like the dark night of the soul is really just the main event, that causes you to have your spiritual awakening. But then you will have tower moments on your journey, okay? Tower moments are going to be moments where you, you might get shaken up, like I said, and you might even lose sight of where you are, because certain triggers are going to come in to show you that you need to do more healing, okay? And you're going to stumble a little bit, but you're going to need to get back up and start learning how to climb the mountain, okay? And that's the Break Free series that I have on the playlist that I'm going to put in the description box. The Break Free series and also the Breathe series are going to be 2 series in the playlist that you're going to really want to check out if you have been through your dark night of the soul, or if you're going through it right now and you're going through that, really rough stage. But you're going to need to look at those so you can really get inspiration and healing and learn how to, move forward on your journey when you're in that situation, because it's very, it's going to be very trying. It can be very hard. You're going to start having a lot of emotional moments. You're going to have ups and downs. You're going to cry. You're going to feel confused and sometimes even suicidal, because these moments are there to really show you where you have healing to do, and it's very important for you to understand that the feelings that you're getting, they're just, they're not to be ignored, okay? They're definitely not to be ignored, but they're not going to be emotions that you're going to need to, how do I put this? You're going to need to really understand them and then heal from them and let them pass through you, but then allow them you're going to need to let go of them as well. And the way you do this is by understanding them for what they are, and going through the emotional, the emotional periods that you need to go through in order to heal from these past traumas. These are past traumas that are coming up, okay? But also, this is one of the things that I feel like, on the twin flame journey, we get confused by what happens really when you split from your twin flame, okay? So we all know that we were one soul to begin with, and we are still one soul. We're split into 2 different bodies. And many of the, twin flame stories that I've, done research on have shared that when you first were created, by Source or Father, Mama, or our Creator, you were one soul. And then the splitting of the 2 souls one soul into 2 bodies was a very painful process, okay? So, and I'm getting to this for number 5, but for the spiritual awakening. When you start to realize that your twin flame is your twin flame, and then for whatever reason, once you go into separation and you start to feel them pull away from you, or you start to realize that you're not together and you won't be together, or that or that they run or they block you, or whatever that process that you go through is in your particular situation, where you feel that splitting. It's like feeling the initial splitting of your soul once again. And it's like having that, it's like having that pain ripping your heart apart into 2 all over again. And so this is the reason why you feel confused, you start crying, you have a terrible time. You even sometimes feel suicidal, because this is the pain that you experienced when you initially split from your twin flame and became 2 bodies, okay, 2 humans. Now, a lot of people will say that you are still two different souls, but really you share a soul, okay? You're just in two different bodies. And that is why you have the cord that connects you guys, like I talked about in the last video also. So I still do believe that you do have one soul, and that soul is shared between you two, which is why you have the cord that connects you together, and why you can feel their emotions, why you can sense what they're doing, why you can, have all these sensations that deals with them and know about them, and you innately know about them because you're one soul. Okay, so a lot of times people will try to tell you, oh, you're two people, you're two, yes, you're two people. You came here to live two different lives and experience two different lives. Okay, that's why one of you guys is celebrity and one of you is not, or one of you guys is, of high status and one of you is not, or whatever the situation you're in, you guys are still, here as one soul. Okay, and this is why you feel them. This is why you were drawn to them. This is why you have the magnetic pull. If you were two different souls, then you wouldn't have the magnetic pull to them. You wouldn't be at a place where you'd always constantly thinking about them or trying to find out more about them, because it is a direct, parallelism that you have with this person because of the fact that you have the same soul. Okay, so yes, you're two different people living two different human lives, but you have the same soul, and this is why you're called twin flames. Okay, so so the spiritual awakening that comes when you realize that you have split from your twin flame because of the fact that they've separated from you physically, because they went and ran, or you guys, you don't have communication, or maybe if you're in the celebrities twin flame situation and you've never met them, you start to get into that lonely phase that I talked about, and you start, wondering, are you ever going to be able to meet this person? How are you ever going to come into contact with this person? It's kind of like a feeling of separation as well, because you feel like you're not with them and you can't be with them and you'll never be with them. It's a feeling, okay? It's a feeling you're going through. And a lot of times separation is a feeling, okay? Because you allow yourself to feel the emotion of having split from your twin flame for the first time. It's like having that same experience repeated to you so that you can be aware of the fact that this is what it is. It's a one soul being split into two different humans to create this experience for you guys so that you can eventually come back together as one. Okay, and it was very painful at the very first, when you guys first split. Okay, just as it is very painful when you go through separation. There is a reason why you go through separation, again, because you guys both have to do your healing work. But really, separation is an illusion, okay? Because when you're separated, you're actually just aware of the fact that you have healing work to do, they have healing work to do. And once you can start to really accept that, then you start moving quicker on your journey up towards your union, okay? So it's natural to feel those feelings. It's natural to feel the frustration, the confusion, the anger, the suicidal periods. It's natural to go through that. And you will have those moments when you're just really afraid of what's happening to you. Okay, this is part of the tower moments that come from being shaken up on this journey so that you can go through your healing, okay? So the angels really want me to share that with you, because the tower moments are there for a reason, okay? When your twin flame blocks you, or when your twin flame runs from you, maybe you guys even started living together or had a vacation you took together and you both met up at some place, and then you guys were doing so well for the first few days, and then all of a sudden they just up and leave, and they don't tell you why. These are the moments, these are the tower moments that are going to propel you into your healing journey and make you do that in such a way where you are forced to face yourself and forced to see your true self for who it is, okay? It's not a bad thing. I want you guys to know it's not a bad thing to go through these moments, and it really is necessary for your growth and your ascension process, all right? I hope you guys understand, and I hope this is bringing some relief and peace of mind to you guys out there who are in this stage right now, because I know it's painful. I want to tell you guys, I'll share a little bit briefly about my false twin flame situation. I ended up having a false twin flame experience in the midst of my journey, and some of you guys will have this, not everybody, but some of you guys will have this false twin flame experience. And that is when you interact with someone who you feel or think to be your twin flame, and then they end up not being your true twin flame, okay? They end up mimicking your twin flame in so many different ways. In my case, because I was, because I still knew who my twin flame was, but I hadn't yet met them or made contact with them, someone created a fake account on Instagram claiming to be my true twin flame, and led me down a wild goose chase, okay? A wild ride, left me on a wild ride that kept me in, a lot of confusion. And, basically it was through a lot of black magic and spell work that they were doing to try to keep me, lured me into doing a lot of the things that I continue to do with this person, because it's not something I would have naturally just done, is to go and fall for someone like this online. But because of the fact that, I feel that they were using this black magic and spell work, I was lured in, and I got stuck in a cycle that lasted for several years, okay? And this is what I want to help avoid you guys from having to deal with, okay? But there were moments that I feel as though this false twin flame experience gave me several different periods of insight for the twin flame journey as well, because I went through what you would call somewhat of a separation with this false twin flame, because they did ghost me for a long period of time, for about 1.5 years. And so it was very crazy, because here I am thinking I'm speaking to my true twin flame this whole time, come to find out way later down the line that it isn't. But the point is, I went through a period where I felt like I lost them, and that I split from them. It was all kind of weird, because it was like mimicking the twin flame, scenario, everything. Like the false twin flame experience will mimic so much of the twin flame experience for you. And maybe because you haven't been able to really interact with your true twin flame yet, and that's why this happens. Because once you do interact with your true twin flame, you won't go through those stages anymore. Because, by that time, you guys will both be healed. But at the same time, the false twin flame experience was necessary for me to go through these different stages to understand the journey, so that I can talk about it, so that I can help others who've going through this. But yes, I went through a period where I felt like I was dying. I would say the first time this happened, though, was a 3-day period of time around Valentine's Day. And I felt as though, this person ghosted me for 3 days. And it was just so brutal. It was in 2019, Valentine's Day, 3 days around Valentine's, like the 12th, 13th, or 14th, or 13th, 14th, 15th, something like that. And I had been speaking to them regularly, texting them regularly, and thinking that everything was going well. So many beautiful things were said, and I just felt like we were, getting somewhere as far as on this, I don't think I really knew about the twin flame journey yet still, but it was just like something happened, and I just felt like my soul was ripped apart. I just felt like I had been ripped apart when this person stopped communication for 3 full days, because we had been talking every day up until that point. And they didn't come online and talk to me. I was texting over and over, repeatedly, back to back, just like trying to figure out what happened. I was worried about them. I was wondering if they're hurt. I didn't know what happened. I was like, what is going on? But the pain that I felt was like somebody had just stabbed me or something. Like I had just felt like I couldn't go on, and this is the feeling you get if you have that experience of going through the initial shock of being split from your twin flame, or separated, and you start to feel alone. You feel like a part of you has died, okay? And so this is what I mean when I talk about, the initial splitting. And so that experience was mimicked in me with this false twin flame experience, so that I could understand what it means to feel like and to go through that splitting experience. Okay, so they ended up coming back online, and we ended up being able to talk more about what had happened, and they gave me an excuse that they had lost their phone or whatnot. But I was just so relieved to hear from them again because it was just too painful, those 3 days not knowing what was happening. But it would take me a lot more time and a lot more experiences with having them ghost me to realize that I could go through it, and it'll be easier and easier with time. As time goes on, each time that happened again, and they had ghosted me or whatnot, each time it got a little easier to deal with it, okay? And as I started to learn about the twin flame journey, I started to realize what had happened was our soul splitting, or what was mimicking our soul splitting, okay? And so I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. I hope this is helping someone out there. But I went through that for a reason, to be able to understand and share in the twin flame journey. A typical twin flame connection, you're going to feel that split just as strong as you did when it first happened, when your soul first split into two different people, okay? So it's something, and it is painful. It is very painful, you guys. I feel for anybody going through that right now. And if you are, please just, be rest assured you're going to get through it, okay? And each time, if you go through something similar like that, it's going to get easier and easier to deal with, because you're going to get to the point where you're spiritually mature enough to say, I love me, and I'm going to love me regardless of what happens in this twin flame journey. I just got emotional because I feel like somebody's going to need to hear that right now. And I'm feeling that somebody really, really needed to hear me say that right now. And I thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Father, Mama, for sharing that with my community here, because I love you guys so much that I want you to be able to know when something happens on this journey, it's not the end, okay? When something happens, wow, it's not the end. You're going to be back with your twin flame eventually. You just have to believe it in your heart, and you have to keep working on yourself, doing your inner work, okay? Somebody needed to hear that, maybe several people, because that just hit me in the feels right now. Okay, so because I remember that experience, and it was not fun. It was not fun at all. And I was even still with my karmic partner when I went through this experience. And I'll tell you what, I was trying to hold it together, being around the karmic partner and having these emotional feelings for this person that I had just met online for the first time, realizing that, there's something special about this connection. Now, once again, I knew my twin flame based on the recognition of, based on identifying his picture online, but I didn't know about twin flame journey yet. So I was still in my, earliest stage, okay, at the time that this happened, okay. And that's why it hurts so bad, because you really don't know what's going on. And that's why I say I feel so much for you guys who are on this journey and you're new to this journey and you don't know what's going on. I want to tell you, I love you. It's not the end, okay? You're going to make it through. Keep going. Keep finding out what this journey is all about and finding out how it pertains to you, learning who you are. And as your true self becomes more evident to you, you're going to start learning how to love yourself more. Your higher self is so beautiful. You have a higher self that is just super, super beautiful and full of love and light. And that higher self is trying to get into you, trying to come through to you. That's the process of ascension that you're going through to help you be able to embody that higher self and be able to live with it. You have to be able to heal your physical body so that your higher self can actually exist in this physical body. Because if you're going into if you're in this journey, if you've entered into this journey and you're still doing a lot of things that are unhealthy for your body physically, you're not going to be able to ascend, okay? If you're not healing and starting to eat right and starting to really do your meditation and get your mind right, if you're not listening to your guides and your intuition, your higher self cannot embody into this physical body, okay? Which is what you want to do in order to be in union with your twin flame. The twin flame union is about embodying the higher self in both you and your twin flame. You become first one to embody your higher self because you're the awakened twin. Later down the line, your twin flame is going to embody their higher self, okay? But you have to do that work first. You really do. You have to do the work first in order to get there, because as you ascend, your twin flame naturally ascends with you, okay? You are the sun. You are the sunlight, the sunshine that helps guide them to the light, okay? And they are doing it. They're doing the work on their end. They're just not aware of what work it is that they're going through and why they're going through it, but eventually they will come to know, okay? And this has been revealed to me through spirit also, is that the divine masculines are going to be awakening around the same time on this journey very soon, okay? They don't want to be schmeagles anymore, okay? If you guys don't know what that reference is for, go please check out the Divine Masculine channel reading I did using Seal's song, Kiss from a Rose, okay? It's a beautiful channeled reading that I did, and I felt so good about that reading. When I got through, I just was like, wow, thank you, Divine Masculines, for sharing with us how you feel on this journey. Please go check that out, okay? It's such a beautiful message. But the Divine Masculines are starting to wake up, and they're starting to realize that they don't want to live this matrix anymore. And so they're realizing, because they see the divine feminines shining their light and being, and getting their glow up. Okay, I'm going to say this: when you're going through your glow up, you're embodying your higher self, and that is what causes your divine masculine to embody their higher self as well. Okay, so I love you guys. I want to say that again. I love you guys. I'm just feeling this so much right now. So another thing that happens on the spiritual awakening is that you feel what your twin flame feels, and you can't shake the feeling at all. Okay, that you have when you're feeling what they feel. Okay, they become more intense, the feelings, until you learn to balance the energies. Okay, and that'll come farther down the line. Like I said, the first year, you're really kind of like I said, that trial and error period where you're trying to figure out what all this is all about. You're going to your sources. You're trying to, find the right sources, okay? And you do end up finding people that you resonate with. And the more you resonate with people, the more they make you feel at peace on this journey. The more they help you get through those dark nights of the soul and tower moments. Those are the ones that you're going to need to stick with and to continue to watch or listen to. I have people on my YouTube, on the YouTube feed that I get, that are very good, and I know that they resonate with me because of the fact that what they're saying is true, and it feels like it's home, and feels like it's peaceful in my heart and soul when I listen to them. It feels right. It feels true. It doesn't make me feel all unease, disturbing. It doesn't make me feel sad after I watch it. It doesn't make me feel hopeless. It makes me actually feel uplifted, like something good is about to happen, on this journey. Those are the twin flame YouTube channel people that you want to listen to, the tarot readers, the people that are going to make you feel like hope, is there for you on this journey. Okay, because you will have times where you're going to feel hopeless, okay? But you're going to want to realize that there are people out here, just such as myself, who are rooting for you, who want you to be able to make it to your union. But then there's also certain people out there who are telling you that certain twin flames don't come in the union, and that this is not going to happen, and that's, they start talking negative. Please do not listen to those people on the YouTube channel that they have, that they're negative. They have negative readings. They talk about a lot of negative stuff. It makes you sad. It makes you depressed afterwards. It makes you feel like what's going on and more chaotic. Do not listen to that, okay? That is just confusing. So that is bad energy that you don't need on this journey, okay? All the energy that you need to be putting into your soul right now is the one that makes you feel uplifted, that helps you to understand and have more clarity on this journey, okay? Things that are designed to make you feel more delusional are not for you on this journey, okay? Things that are designed to give you clarity and help you give you more of those aha moments and those awakened moments on your spiritual journey, those are the ones that you want to pay attention to and follow, okay? And go and continue to listen to, all right? So this is what I was about to get to, is that you start to find tarot readers or spiritual practitioners or people like myself who you resonate with and who help you establish more understanding about this connection and a sense of peace. You start to become more in tune with your higher self, okay? And that's another indicator of you becoming more in tune with your higher self, is how you can find people that you resonate with, and how you can find people who are more lighthearted, who are more free, who are more open, who are just truthful about this journey with you, who don't leave you more confused, who don't leave you more in disarray and wondering what's going on. Okay, I really, really value anyone on this twin flame journey who's out there helping people to get more clarity, because that is something that is just like gold on this journey. I found them. I found them for myself. I put some of their YouTube channels in the description box so you guys can always access them. The ones that I like to listen to as readers. And it's okay to listen to them when you're feeling like there's when you're having questions or doubts or concerns, because doubts will come up on this journey. Okay, a lot of doubts will come up. You're gonna have to learn how to work through those doubts. Okay, start feeling it out. Start feeling out what's true and what resonates and what's intuitively being shown to you. That is what you're considering your truth. Okay, your truth is your truth. No one can tell you what your truth is. Nobody can say to you who you are supposed to be and who your twin flame is on this journey. Okay, only you know this. And that's one of the things that I feel like gives you power. That's how you take your power back, by showing yourself who you are. Okay, by learning who you are on this journey and embodying your true self. You take your power back. You don't allow other people to tell you who you are or who you should be with. All right. So that's one of the things that if you are in, especially if you're in a celebrity connection, you're going to need to realize is that you're going to have to take your power back and stand strong and learn who you are. And don't let anyone tell you who your twin flame or who the twin flame is or who should you be with, okay, on this journey. You're going to need to be able to stick by your truth and know what your truth is, okay? And your truth will get revealed to you more and more as time goes on. It's not going to all come and hit you at once. Just so you know, I learned this too on my journey. I had little moments of truth come to me at different times. The more mature I became spiritually on this journey. And that's why your spiritual awakening is so important, okay? So like again, I said for you guys to know, the divine feminine is still considered the awakened twin on this journey at the first, okay? And you begin to embody your higher self more and more each day. Okay, this is for typical twin flames as well as celebrity twin flame connections. Okay, the divine feminine is who's going to be awakened first. All right, number 6. I'm going to go on into number 6, but then I'm going to stop after number 6 because I'm getting a little bit long with this video. All right, you start to realize that this other person has indeed come into your life to awaken you to this spiritual journey, and you start to forgive every seemingly painful encounter, okay? Realizing that this is all helping to guide you toward your highest good and your own personal mission, all right? Very, very important, number 6. Starting to realize that this other person has indeed come into your life to awaken you to this spiritual journey. First and foremost, if you're in a celebrity twin flame, high status twin flame connection, you need to realize this. Your twin flame is there to awaken you spiritually, okay? First and foremost, above all else, okay? Before you start to go, flying off with your thoughts about how you're going to be together, you need to accept that this journey is about your spiritual awakening, okay? That's with any twin flame connection. But especially I want to let you guys know if you're in a celebrity twin flame connection, because you're going to tend to get swept away with your thoughts, okay? A lot of times you're going to get swept away with those beautiful thoughts that you're going to have about what it would be like to be with your person. And I know because I've done it myself several times over and over again. Excuse me, guys. I've done it myself. And I've gotten so carried away with my thoughts because I'm a Pisces and you know how we get. But it has been, something that might have also hindered me from progressing on my healing journey, because I'll get too into those thoughts or too much into the, finding out what they're doing or looking for videos on them or trying to figure out, where they are or what they're doing. And that I was getting sidetracked from what the real journey is all about, which is my spiritual awakening, okay? So what you want to do during this time that you don't know your twin flame, or you haven't met them, or you haven't been able to make contact with them, you want to start learning what it is that you can do to love yourself more, okay? You want to start honing in on your spiritual gifts. You want to start realizing and awakening to your gifts, okay? Or reawakening gifts that you might have had even as a child. This is something I learned, that I had gifts, abilities to be able to speak to my angels, to be able to hear, be clairaudient enough to hear, the angels talking to me, or to be able to speak directly to source, in my meditation. These are things that I had as a child, but I forgot that I had because I went through all of the conditioning that comes with, being in the matrix and having family, that doesn't necessarily have the same kind of gift that you have. Okay. You might be in a family where you're brought up with, who doesn't have that type of spiritual insight. They might teach you a lot about religion, and they might teach you a lot about, what you should be like and how you should act. And they start to condition you to be that way, but you start losing sight of your spiritual gifts that are already innately in you. And so you'll need to reconnect with those, okay? You'll need to start learning how to reconnect with your inner child as well. And your inner child will show you the things that you forgot about that are beautiful within you, the talents that you have, the gifts, the abilities that you forgot about, okay? All of that is a beautiful rediscovery of who you are as your true self. All of this is going to help you ascend more, because the more you do the things that you love, that you always have loved to do, and the more you start to embrace those things once again, the more you're going to end up ascending on this journey as well, and being in tune with your higher self, okay? And you're going to start having dreams. You're going to start having dreams about your twin flame, because they do want to connect with you, and they will connect with you in your dreams through astral projection, through remote viewing. We talked about that too in the last video. But visions also will come to you. And this is what happens when your third eye is awakened. Your third eye, is awakened, and your third eye chakra is cleansed. You start to see all these things again. You start to hear what you need to hear. You start to realize if you're, a medium, or if your ability to work with crystals will help people and help heal you, or if you have a gift for healing energies. You'll start to see all of those things, and that's what's going to lead you to your mission, okay? So this is why it's best to be alone during this time, so you can uncover these things again, so you can know who you truly are and be able to help heal the world just from you learning these things about yourself. You're already starting to heal the people that you're around, because the more you see, the more they see your glow up, the more they're going to feel it also. Now, not everybody's going to be attracted to it in a good way. There's going to be people that are attracted to it in a good way, and that do like to talk to you about it, and maybe, wonder what's going on in your life, and maybe ask you because they truly, genuinely see your change and are, are liking it. But then there's going to be other people that come into your life that are going to be not liking it, and that are going to be seeing it as a threat because they have not been able to heal their own lives, including family members, including people that are at your workplace, or including people that you're around, because they don't have the capacity just yet to be able to hold, more love within their being, and be able to see that, what you're doing is just loving yourself. That's all you're doing, is you're loving yourself more, and you're glowing up. You're making sure that you have, all of the things at your disposal again that you had before, and they're looking at you like, how come she gets to do that? Why is she all of a sudden changing the way she dresses and looks, and why is she looking like that? Why is she glowing all of a sudden? They're going to get jealous. They're going to get jealous. They're going to start looking at ways that they can bring you down. Some of them are going to be, wanting to see you fail, okay? And you're going to need to learn how to handle that too. This is all a part of the journey. This is all a part of the self-discovery, okay? It's a beautiful part of this journey. I feel like self-discovery is such a beautiful part of this journey. So when you have those situations, you're going to have to learn how to deal with them, and deal with them in love, not in hate or spite, or, making people feel worse or lower than you. You're going to have to learn how to let go with love, and to let people be themselves without allowing it to affect your energy, okay? I've learned that quite a bit on this journey, and it's a gradual process. It's not going to happen the first, time necessarily, and it may happen, it may take several times before you get it right, but you will get it right. The more you just try, okay? Just try to live in such a way whereas you can be in harmony with you, and in tune with your spirit guides, and your connection. The more you do that, the more you glow up, the more people will, if they do come into your life for a negative reason, you'll be able to identify that, and you'll be able to shut it down and let it go and send it back to, return to sender, whatever the energy that they try to give you that's not good for you, but then there will be some people who are in your your soul family that are there to help lift you up and raise your vibration, help you and cheer you on, like me. Okay, so just know that I'm in your soul family. I'm here to love you, to help you, to heal you, to keep you going on this journey in a way where you feel more at ease, more at peace, more calm, give you hope, give you love, and just continued guidance on this journey. Okay, I'm going to end it right there. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also share this video with other twin flames who maybe this may help as well. And leave me a comment if you can. My email is always in the description box, as well as other my Instagram page for my twin flame musical therapy channel, as well as my main Instagram page for my music channel, which is Lisha and I'm One Love. All of that is in the description box. And I hope you guys are enjoying this, and please let me know if there's some other topics that you guys want covered, or if you have questions, just jot it in the comments below. Okay, thank you so much. I love you. Bye.